The form of the Colt 1851 Navy is closest to my heart. But that is not the only revolver with an octagonal barrel and an open-top design. Many other makers copied the popular shape, while they improved the original design. Such improvement was the Cooper double-action revolver you see in my hands.
Hello guys, this is capandball, your favorite gun channel in beautiful bright Hunglish language. Today I have a very special gun for you today. This will be a quickie, by the way. So this looks like a boring 1851 Colt Navy and 1849 Colt Pocket, but in fact this is not a Colt. It's open top, it's okay, it looks like a Colt, but it is completely different. This percussion revolver is made by James M. Cooper. It was made between 1864 and 1869 in Frankfurt, Philadelphia. And this has some very interesting features that all the Colt revolvers does not have. So first of all, this is not a single action, but a double action and single action pistol, which means that you can fire the pistol with cocking the hammer and then pulling the trigger with a light pull, but you can also fire it in double action mode. Haha, that's quite a great improvement. By the way, during the Civil War time, double action revolvers were not the favorite of the soldiers, so in fact that kind of feature was probably not the best for military sales.
James Maslin Cooper started his career as a gunmaker in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was an excellent cradle for metal workers. When Charles Dickens visited the city in 1842, he observed, "Pittsburgh is like Birmingham in England, and is famous for its iron works." Cooper started his business at the very heart of the city. His workshop was at 58 Wood Street. He was active at Pittsburgh from circa 1848. Cooper turned towards double-action revolver systems in 1859 when he purchased Josiah Ellis's double-action revolver patent that he perfected in the following years. This is why his revolvers have many patent dates stamped on the top of the pistols, ranging from 1851 to 1863. In 1859 he established the Cooper Firearms Manufacturing Company for producing Ellis's revolver. But he secured 5 patents between 1859 and 63. He filed 3 patents for perfecting this double-action percussion revolver system, including one that patented a swapping cylinder system so the same revolver could handle loose cartridges and breech-loaded metallic cartridges as well, and one patent for a metallic cartridge that could be loaded from the direction of the muzzle into the chambers of a revolver.
Cooper moved to Philadelphia in 1864 and he started manufacturing these pistols. There was a pocket version and a Navy version. The pocket version was 31 caliber and the Navy version was 36 caliber, all 5-shot revolvers. Now, it is said that altogether he made around 15,000 pistols, revolvers, but there are parallel serial numbers regarding the 31 and 36 caliber pistols, which means that probably that quantity is more, so it can be anything between 15,000 to 30,000, who knows the exact number.
During and after the Civil War he produced his double-action revolvers, but he also made some Gatling guns for the Army trials in 1865-66. Although many of his revolvers surely saw action in the Civil War, the Cooper revolver was not officially purchased by either of the US or Confederate governments during the conflict. My revolver is from his final improved model patented in 1863, and it was already manufactured in Frankfurt. These pistols were made in 31 and 36 calibers, with 5 or 6-shot systems, and various barrel lengths from 4 to 6 inches. When loading the Cooper 36 caliber revolver with paper cartridges, you have to limit your powder charge to 11 to 12 grains of powder, otherwise you will not be able to ram the cartridge entirely in place. As this revolver was not officially issued to any size during the Civil War, there is no official cartridge for it. If you charge with loose powder and a ball, go for 3-8-3 round balls, as the mouth of the chamber is quite large.
This is a very clever little pistol. Let me show you some features that all the Colt revolvers does not have. So first of all the Colt's revolver have a safety notch in between the chambers. Now this one also has one, so it could be carried safely. But this is the Remington style, which means that you can rest the hammer in between the chambers in these little notches. I think it is much better than the little pin between the chambers on Colt revolvers. This is much safer. So in this position, you could hold the pistol in your holster and carry it with full safety. Now another interesting safety feature is the recoil. There's a recoil shield just behind the cylinder, and when the hammer falls, the face of the hammer is actually falling in between these little gates, which means that the percussion cap particles are prevented from falling into the action. So it is much safer than in case of the Colt revolvers. There is also a recess on the frame, just here on the right side, which helps the percussion cap remains, the particles, to fall out before jamming the action.
Action.
No jamming, but it does. It's cool, by the way.
The Cooper double-action revolver is a lovely little arm with a minor problem in double-action mode. The rear sight notch is on the top of the hammer, so in double-action mode you just don't have a chance to use the sights.
So the Cooper is an interesting piece indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more information and more films about the Cooper revolver. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment this video, and also please visit us on patreon.com/capandball, where you will receive exclusive content from me time by time, and we are also present on the History of Weapons and War platform, a finding place for gun nuts like us. So stay tuned. Until next time, stay cool and keep your powder dry.